U.S. Cellular Saturday night in the Windy City. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the Chicago White Sox. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Marcus Semien is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. To 2-2 now. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. Mark Canha will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. No offer on that one, 2 balls and a strike. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. A quick out number 1. Chris Davis gets his first opportunity now. Runner at first with 1 gone.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that the number 2 guy couldn't at least move that leadoff man into scoring position. And that makes it a little tougher on the middle of the order to drive in that early run.
And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. And this is on the ground to first, could be 2. The second for 1, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Adam Eaton comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the White Sox, right fielder, Adam Eaton.
Into the seats, 0-1. Alvarez has his sign. Here's the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Grounded to the right. Butler scoops it up. And don't quite know what was going on there, but he's into first base safely. Melky Cabrera will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
Yeah, Matty, he has been having a nice season for sure, but when you look into the numbers a little more closely, he's been scuffling a little bit late.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. High pop-up. Semien is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning. Jose Abreu will stand in for the first time now, and he does so with 22 home runs on the ledger so far. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Oh, and he botches it. 1 out and a runner on second base. Smoked on the ground left side. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one. Todd Frazier takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Just foul. Runners on first with one down. Grounded back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for one. Over to Butler at first. A double play, and the inning is over. Danny Valencia will get his first opportunity here, and as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play.
Well, he's been having a pretty good year, but he's been slumping just a little bit at the plate recently. We got to see if he's going to pick it up in this game.
Hit hard toward the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. Settling in now, Stephen Vogt. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single. So a runner at first with one man gone, and that'll bring in the right-handed hitting Billy Butler. First pitch on its way. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And there's a swing and a miss by Butler, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, when you have a guy like Country Breakfast in the middle of your lineup, you're going to see some big bombs and timely hitting. Let's see what he can do right here.
Grounded to third. This could be two. Frazier's up with it. There's one. On to first, and that's 2 innings and 2 double plays they've hit into. Deoner Navarro will get opportunity now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up near the 320 mark.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Stepping in, Brett Laurie, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Brett Laurie.
Alvarez sets. First pitch on its way. On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play. Avisail Garcia will stand in now, and as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And the catch made here by Lowry, and that ends the inning. Jed Lowry leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Good late break to the slider. 87 on the gun there. It's 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out. One gone now, and here's the catcher, Josh Fegley. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Colin Walsh will get his first cuts here. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball one. And here's a ball hit in the air. Abreu in foul ground, but this will wind up being a foul ball. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Austin Jackson will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Vogt is there to make the catch, and it's one pitch, one gone here in the bottom of the third. Tim Anderson settles into the box for his first chance. Out in front of it, strike one. Alvarez has his target. Here it is on 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Canna sprinting after it, and this will fall, but it's a foul ball. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. Two gone. Adam Eaton stands in.
Number 1, Adam Eaton.
Here's the first pitch to him. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Melky Cabrera in now, popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Pitch outside, the throw, and no throw as it turns out, as he takes second with ease. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Now that's popped up, but Fegley will have room behind the plate. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is. Marcus Semien will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game.
And you know, guys, I just love the way he went the other way with that. Now I'm interested to see if he has a similar approach in this at-bat.
Hit hard to short. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. Into the box, Mark Canna. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Chris Davis will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He's set. Here it comes. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Chopped weakly to the left. Frazier is there. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. Jose is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. Alvarez is ready. Here's the 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth. Todd Frazier steps into the box.
Frazier.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Oh, and trouble there for Lowry. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
Up next,
So a runner on second with 1 down now. And standing in is the catcher, Deanna Navarro. High and deep to straightaway right. Vogt going back on it at the track. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And he is in there. Brett Laurie will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Brett Laurie.
First offering on its way. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. Simeon's got it. Throw on to Butler is in time, and the inning is over. Danny Valencia heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. On the ground up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Now to the plate, Stephen Vogt. He reached on a single in his first try.
Stephen Vogt.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So 1 gone in the inning here with the runner at first. And that'll bring in the right-handed hitting Billy Butler. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is Jackson. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Jed Lowry stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced. And we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
Josh Fegley digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. No runs, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Trying to hold the lead. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Avisail Garcia comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Designated hitter, Avisail Garcia.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And that's going to land foul. Grounded down the third baseline. Backhanded. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Austin Jackson is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
Yeah, he's getting some good run on that 2-seamer. It's moving better than it was even a few innings ago.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Walsh has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tim Anderson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Popped up, and the catch made here by Lowry, and that ends the inning. Colin Walsh makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. Into the windup and the pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's retired here, 1 away. Digging in, Marcus Semien. He singled his last time up.
Marcus Semien.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0. No runs, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Jackson is under it. 2 gone. Mark Canha will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Grounded up the first baseline. Taken in by Abreu, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Adam Eaton gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And this is fouled straight back. Alvarez into the windup. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Valencia has room in foul territory, and he makes the catch for the second out. Striding into the box, Jose Abreu. He drew a walk his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count. 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Chris Davis will stand in here to start the seventh in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
Chop foul right at home plate. 0-1 pitch on its way. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Squared that one up just a little late. And a good two-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2. A little low. It's 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Now batting, third baseman,
Danny Valencia is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Stephen Vogt. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. That's wide. 2-0. And there's the first strike. 2-1. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2. Hit well on the ground to first. One there on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Billy Butler will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And he falls behind. 0-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And this is taken there by Butler. It's a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A runner on first with 2 away. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Todd Frazier steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. First pitch of the at-bat. bat explodes as this is popped up. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So one away, and here's the catcher, Deoner Navarro.
Deoner Navarro.
Towards second. On to Butler in time, and there are two away. Digging in now, Brett Lawrie. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Belted high in the air out to left. Canna racing back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Now batting, designated hitter.
A solo home run here off the bat of Brett Lawrie. Number 13 for him on the year as the White Sox move in front 2-0. Austin Jackson will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first two plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Not his best effort that time. It's strike one. Now that's popped up, but Fegley will have room behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the end. Zach Putnam will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Jed Lowry will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Called strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
And Lowry swings and misses, and he's down on strikes for out number 1. Josh Fegley stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Drilled on the ground to short. Anderson is there on to first, and there are two down. Colin Walsh will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least one across before the ninth.
Line toward right center. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs. John Axford is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Tim Anderson will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Late square, and this is popped up. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Wow, tough play.
Adam Eaton will step in. A ground out victim as last time. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. That evens it up 1-1. And there's ball 2 now. Softly hit toward the hole. To his right, Butler. And he will just make it to the bag here in time, and that's out number 2. Striding in once again, Melky Cabrera, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside. Leading off the inning, Marcus Semien, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss on his splitter, and it's 1-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Mark Canha will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And that's in there for strike one. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Now a swing and a fly ball, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. And another foul ball. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. And here's a ball hit in the air. And foul. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Eaton on the move. 2 down. Chris Davis makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. Splitter here, and it's taken for strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Lowry's there. Throw on to first will take care of him, and the White Sox have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there.